Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We are in Numbers 7 this morning. As logic would dictate, we read Numbers 6 last week. So if you haven't already watched that, please go watch it. It's in a playlist here called Shabbat, because that's what today is. It's Shabbat. I know, we're full of them around here. So, in Numbers 7, we pick up right after the iconic Aaronic blessing, which is Numbers 6:22 forward. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, "Speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, this is how you bless the children of Israel. Say to them, Yahweh bless you and guard you. Yahweh make his face to shine upon you and show you favor. Yahweh lift up his face upon you and give you peace. Thus they shall put my name on the children of Israel, and I myself shall bless them." So, now we pick up in 7. "And it came to be, when Moshe finished setting up the dwelling place, that he anointed it and set it apart, and all its furnishings, as well as the slaughter place and all its furnishings, as well as the slaughter place and all its utensils. Thus he anointed them and set them apart." Remember that set apart means sanctified, means holy. So he's making everything holy by setting it apart unto Yahweh, right? "And the leaders of Israel, heads of their fathers' houses, who were the leaders of the tribes and over the ones registered, drew near. And they brought their offering before Yahweh, 6 covered wagons and 12 cattle, a wagon for every 2 of the leaders, and for each one a bull. And they brought them near before the dwelling place. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, "Accept these from them, and they shall be used in doing the service of the tent of appointment. You shall give them to the Levites, each one according to his service." So now the Levites have got 6 wagons and 12 bulls for the pulling of these wagons. And Moshe took the wagons and the cattle, and he gave them to the Levites. That's good, because that's what the Father said to do with them. "And he gave 2 wagons and 4 cattle to the sons of Gershon according to their service. And he gave 4 wagons and 8 cattle to the sons of Merari according to their service, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But the sons of Kehath he gave none, because there was the service of the set-apart objects which they bore on their shoulders." So they carried their stuff. They didn't need wagons. Makes sense. "And the leaders brought the dedication offering of the slaughter place in the day it was anointed. So the leaders brought their offering before the slaughtering place." So this book is called Numbers, and now we're going to get into some numbers. And so y'all read along and take what you can from this reading, but it's a fairly long-winded reading that's going to detail all of the stuff that the leaders bring for the dedication offering of the slaughter place. If I mentioned this book is called Numbers, that's okay. When we started reading this Bible in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, Elohim, I said, and I meant it, that we're going to read every word in this Bible, all of it. So that's what we're doing, all of it. "And Yahweh said to Moshe, let them bring," this is 11, "let them bring their offering, 1 leader each day for the dedication of the slaughtering place. And the one who brought his offering on the first day was Nahshon, son of Amminadab, from the tribe of Judah. And his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering." So, we have lots of wheat. We recently procured even more, lots of wheat, because we're big on food storage, long-term food storage. And my wife has been revisiting recipes and learning new ones, and she's been grinding a lot of wheat lately. And let me tell you, to get fine flour, it takes a lot more work than just your standard coarse flour or even medium flour. Fine flour takes a lot of work, and To make a lot of it takes a lot of work. So when these people made an offering, it's almost indicative here. If you think about the oil had to be pressed from olives, right? It's a lot of work to get a little bit of oil. So when these people bring this offering, there's a mindfulness here, I believe, of the blood, sweat, and tears that went into getting this to offer. It wasn't just like, they didn't just stop by their local Kroger and be like, yeah, I need 130 shekels worth of fine flour by volume and some oil. Oh, it's 14 bucks? You got it, man. Sounds good. Not these people. They did it all by hand. Shabba-dabba-da. According to the shekel, the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering. And as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. On the 2nd day, Nathaniel, son of Suar, leader of Issachar, brought near. He brought his offerings, 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. Both of them filled with fine flour, mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb and a year old, and an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Nathaniel, the son of Suar. On the 3rd day, and you're gonna see a little bit of repetition here. On the 3rd day, Eliab, son of Helon, leader of the children of Zebulun, his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was, drum roll please, 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl, which weighed how much? 40? No. 50? No. 60? How dare he? 70 shekels, just like all his other bros, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, because what other shekel would we use, naturally? And he filled them both with fine flour and oil, as mixed with oil, as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle, not 7, 8, or 9 shekels, 10 shekels, filled with incense. Y'all hear that? 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Eliab, son of Helon. On the 4th day, Elitzer, son of Shedior, leader of the children of Reuben, his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels. I would have never thought, but man, that was a real cliffhanger there. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young ram, no, 1 young bull, and 1 ram. 1 male ostrich, no, 1 male lamb, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs, and a partridge in a pear tree. This was the offering of Elitzer, the son of Shedior. On the 5th day, Shalumiel, son of Soriashadai, leader of the children of Simeon, Shimona, his offering, literally my book says SHIM', but the H is more like a, not a sh, so it's like Simon, Semhon, I don't know. I don't do the Hebrew well, yet, question mark. In fact, I've gotten some detractors who are like, bro, you don't pronounce Hebrew like that, as if it's some kind of blasphemy. And I'm like, cool, quit making words out of I feel like I got a loogie. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. Both of them were filled with they were filled with flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Shelumiel, son of Surishadai. On the 6th day, Eliasaph, son of Deuel, leader of the children of Gad. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with chicken chili, 1 young bull, incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Eliasaph, the son of Deuel. Bye, kid. Oh, well, I'm reading the Bible for the internet.
Have fun.
But hi.
Bye.
Love you. Okay. Shabbat. On the 7th day, Elishama, son of Amihud, leader of the children of Ephraim, his offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of a set-apart place. Both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Elishama, son of Amihud. On the 8th day of offerings, my true love gave to me Gamliel, son of Pedashtur, leader of the children of Manasseh. His offering was 1 silver dish. I wonder, oh, that's right, the weight of which was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, naturally. Both of them were filled with fine flour, mixed with oil. I did not see that coming. With the grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings. 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Gamliel, the son of Pedashtur. On the 9th day, Abidan, son of Gidoni, leader of the children of Benjamin. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. Somebody kill that rooster. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old, and an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings. 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gidoni. On the 10th day, Achiezer, son of Ammishaddai, leader of the children of Dan. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels. The silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel, the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels, filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old, as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughter offering of peace offerings. 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Achiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. So, also, we realized we're on like day 11, right? And we started with day 1. In our modern society, we want to be first, right? In this society, it was like, the guy who went last, he pulled the most clout, I believe. You might want to research yourself, but that's what I came up with. On the 11th day of offerings, my true love gave to me Pagiel, son of Okran, leader of Asher. His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 freaking shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering, 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Pagiel, the son of Okran. On the 12th day, Ahira, son of Enan, leader of the children of Naphtali, his offering was 1. How much do you think this dish would weigh, you might ask? His offering was 1 silver dish, the weight of which was 130 shekels. No way, 130 shekels. Which shekel? I mean, and how much did the bowl weigh? 70 shekels? 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels. But whose shekel? Whose? We must know. According to the shekel of the set-apart place, both of them filled with fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb a year old as an ascending offering. 1 male goat as a sin offering, and as a slaughtering of peace offerings, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs a year old. This was the offering of Ahira, son of Enan. This was the dedication of the slaughter place from the leaders of Israel when it was anointed. 12 silver dishes, 12 silver bowls, 12 gold ladles. Each silver dish was 130 shekels, and each bowl 70 shekels. All the silver of the vessels was 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. I'll see you in a little bit for Shabbat. I love you.
Still 10 minutes, but I want to come
Okay, cool story. The 12 gold labels filled with incense was 10 shekels each, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. All of the gold of the ladles was 120 shekels. All of the cattle for the ascending offering were 12 young bulls, the rams 12, the male lambs a year old 12, with their grain offering, and the male goats as a sin offering 12. And all the cattle for the slaughtering of peace offerings were 24 bulls, the rams 60, the male goats 60, the lambs a year old 60. This was the dedication of the slaughter place after it was anointed. And when Moshe went into the tent of appointment to speak with him, the Father, he heard the voice of one speaking to him from above the lid of atonement that was on the ark of witness, from between the 2 cherubim. Thus he spoke to him. I think we're gonna end it there for today, and then we'll do 8 and 9 next week. You know, the number one thing that jumps out to me here is these peace offerings that they're gonna slaughter and they're gonna eat, they're gonna party on, right? Because they're dedicating the set-apart place, the tent of appointment, the tabernacle of meeting. That's a lot of work to butcher that many animals in a day. And I mean, they might have retained, they probably did retain many of them as part of the flock of the Levites so that they had them to feed the Levites with. But man, I mean, even just doing 1 bull is a lot of work today. 60? Well, I'm sorry, all the cattle was 24 bulls, the rams 60, male goats 60, and the lambs a year old 60. I mean, that's 180, that's 204 large beasts.
That's a lot of beef.
That's a lot of beasts. I did 3 turkeys the other morning. It took me 3 hours to do it.
Imagine how much beef jerky you could eat.
So, yes, it's a lot of beef jerky. So, yeah. You know, there's also a uniformity here of what they brought, in case you didn't catch that. They all brought the same thing. So, I mean, there's some diplomacy there. No one tribe is greater or lesser than another tribe. I find it interesting, and I don't know if it matters, that there's 20 times as much silver as there is gold. And I don't know, I mean, obviously it's purposeful, but I don't understand the purpose for it. There could be a metaphor right there, though. Just dealing with people. 20 times as much silver as there is gold. Well, and then next week in 8, we're going to find out what specifically the Father speaks to us from the lid of the Ark of the Witness between the two cherubim. So that's number 7. And if you're ever wondering if you got to dedicate a temple and the slaughtering place, man, what should we bring? Well, you get you and 11 of your closest buddies, right? And you get a silver dish and you get a silver bowl, and then you fill it with fine flour and oil. And then you got to get a gold label. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb, a male goat, 2 cattle, 5 rams, 5 goats, 5 lambs, all a year old. And now you know what to do. It also just illustrates the point again that, like, these people went from slavery to wealth. Like that, man. And not only did they have their own flocks and herds in Egypt, Mitzrayim, but man, they plundered willingly. They plundered the Egyptians, the Mitzrites, on their way out after the death of the firstborn. The Egyptians were so appalled at the presence of the Hebrews and the implications therein. They were like, get these people away from me. They were literally just throwing gold and silver at them, like, get out of here. You know, which is where they get all the gold and the silver from, to make these bowls and these dishes and these ladles and the hooks for the covering of the tent of appointment and the sockets and the this and the that and the blah, 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 blah. So these people, they definitely endured hardship, but there's also definitely an element here of they had resources available to them. Like, they were in the wilderness, but the Father wasn't just letting them hang. I mean, they had a considerable amount of resources. 603,550 military-aged males, plus their extended family, estimated to be 3 to 5 million people total, plus their flocks and herds. And they're like, oh, yeah, the entire tribe of, we'll just say, Asher has to give up, you know, a young bull and two cattle and 5 rams and 5 goats and 5 lambs and this and that and nothing. No biggie. No biggie. Man, that's a fully functioning modern homestead right there. Gone. Which of course begs the question, would you give up your fully functioning modern homestead to be in service to the Father? I would. I don't know if I'd have a smile on my face about it, but I would do it. If he said jump, I would say how high. So, oh boy, but I hope he doesn't ask me to do that. So that's Numbers 7 this week. Bless y'all. Thank you for being here. Shalom.